Testing. And on behalf of our directors of Monarch Real Estate, Trent Finlay and Campbell Scott, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to you all, especially to our vendors. Firstly, for entrusting us with the business. Of course, we wish them all the very best in their endeavours here today to be able to sell their properties and move on to the next chapter. And likewise, I extend that to our buyers as well. Good luck today, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, we're able to see you achieve the keys in the next 10 or so minutes for one of the three fantastic offerings that we have for you today in our auction rooms. Jordan Vandermeer is my name. Those who are tuned in on harcourts.co.nz, a big warm welcome to you as well. And our conditional interests who are just simply standing by and waiting to see what happens. Myself as your auctioneer, and of course our management team here as well. Our auction team is a team effort to be able to help you, our buyers and vendors, get the best result that you can today. Murray Watson stands next to me. He will be the man that will be dealing with any interest and any negotiation that needs to happen outside of this room. You're in good hands. John Vandy, Louise Macklow, and of course David Forster as well. We appreciate our leadership team coming through to be able to assist in the process of today's auction day. Just so you know, any update or anything you need to know about the three offerings that we have, those who are here in the room, as always, you can look up onto the screens and keep in touch with that one. And I did say that Murray Watson will be the one who will be dealing with post-auction negotiations should those need to happen. Just a little friendly reminder today, ladies and gentlemen, clause 2.4 in your contract and allowing through to 2.6 as well, there is that option in there that says that our vendors have the opportunity to be able to withdraw the property at any time that they like before the fall of the hammer. So I guess if you're here cash or unconditional through on the phone as well, I have viewed that phone bidding documentation and am satisfied with that. Here's a tip from the auctioneer for free. Show your intention. Bid well, bid with your heart, bid with your mind, and make sure that you don't miss out on it maybe leaving the room and coming back without you knowing that it might be sold outside of the room. I'm going to blanket all of the conduct of auction for the 3 offerings that come your way here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, but I know that for these individual offerings there would have been conditions, situations and clauses that you would have had your expert advice legal at that look over. You're comfortable with them, and of course you are happy by engaging with me with bidding on those terms. Of course, my vendors, they're not giving it away for free this afternoon. They've given me a reserve price subject to that reserve price being met. Well, guess what? The highest bidder will be the purchaser. In the likely event that we may have a disputed bid this afternoon, nice and easy, we go back to the last undisputed bid. Now, of course, I can decide the increments. I hold the right to refuse any bid. If I'm frank, I don't particularly want to. And this afternoon, if I'm honest with you as well, folks, I don't particularly want to have to do this one either, but I will unashamedly, if needed, and that's place a bid on behalf of our owners, or we call it a vendor bid. Couple of things surrounding the vendor bid. If I need to place it, it'll be transparently clear when it is happening, and secondly, guys, I do assure you it'll be well south of the reserve price that I have here in my pocket. If you are wondering online or here in the room as well, what is the vendor bid? Nice and easy from me to you, buyers. It is me giving you a clear understanding as to what level and what part you need to be at to be able to acquire the keys for the property that you're searching. Those keys that we offer you here today, man, if you're lucky enough to be able to have them at the fall of the hammer, congratulations, well done. What a day to be able to go and celebrate. Before you go and do that though, I require just a couple more things from you as our brand new owners. Please sign the contract and of course pay 10% deposit depending on the purchase price into our trust account, and then you can go and mark this down as a day to remember. That is our contract of auction. That is our conduct as well run through. I wish you well for the 3 offerings that we have here today, so without further ado, we might as well move into our first one that we have for you to be able to try and acquire the keys to 50 Western Heights Drive. And Gaurav Purdy and Vishal was there as well, along with Gaurav's team. Went out to 50 Western Heights Drive for the open home as well on a sunny afternoon. It was special to be able to go out and meet some of the buyers potentially in the room as well. Nice to see you, and legally described as the address that I just said. It is freehold title, the best that you guys can buy in terms of property and real estate, sitting on 562 square metres more or less. Lot 37, deposit plan 58464, and sitting on a record of title 48C folio 617. As always, GST inclusive of the purchase price, which I have down here on this contract that you'll be needing to settle on the 3rd of July 2026, or such other date as mutually agreed upon between all parties. The equation with this home is simple, folks. Where location, lifestyle and family living, of course, come together in one outstanding package. It is positioned in the ever-popular Western Heights, one that is well established and well known, of course, in this fine city of Kirikiriroa. Like I said when I was there, the home is elevated. You go through into the open living, and it's a home that's been designed for the family. That backyard for me, especially going out onto the courtyard, that was a nice little surprise. The tree house is the absolute money maker and deal breaker when it comes to this home. There is ample space for you to be able to enjoy, and of course the sense of community that you invest in. Schooling and education important when it comes to family homes like this. You have some of the best moments away, a stroll in terms of primary, intermediate and college, and of course shopping and the arterials not far away as well. It's established, it's well known, it's secure, and it's no surprises why it is sought after as well. The only question that I have is that my vendors, they're out. They're ready to go. So of course an opportunity like this provides you with one that is quite special for the taking, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you well in your endeavours, and intrigued to know your thoughts on value for 50 Western Heights Drive in Western Heights. Enough from the auctioneer, folks. Time to pass it over to you. I'm intrigued to know who'd like to proffer up an opening bidder offer, get us started. I do understand we have that conditional interest tuning in, just waiting to see if they can engage with us past this moment. So if you're cash and unconditional, move in and simply enjoy. And of course, as you stroll through that house as well, you know you have the opportunity to add value where you see it. But I need someone to proffer up an opening bid. If you need a suggestion, if you needed some help, it'll have a 7 and it'll have a 2 and a 5 after it. Would be the humble request from this auctioneer. Would someone proffer up 725 at his opening bidder offer? There's a suggestion if you needed an idea of where my vendors would like to see the value of this property, it's north of that. Well, happily, folks, I can get us underway. People get a little bit nervy when it comes to starting the auctions. I'll kick us off a vendor bid at 725, and we'll keep it nice and simple here for you today, folks. 25 on top to 750 would be my next request. First call, it's a vendor bid at 725 at 50 Western Heights Drive, searching for 25 on top. Twice here. Third and final time, I search for 25 on top of our opener at 725, the vendor bid. God, that's a bit surprising if I'm honest with you. Happily, unashamedly, on behalf of my owners, but a little bit reluctant to keep on going past this, folks. I'll take us to $750,000 or 750. Another vendor bid and another 25 on top, but that's it. You're not going to be hearing from me for the rest of the day, folks. If there's no involvement here, we'll get straight onto that conditional, and we'll find out some further instructions from Gaurav in the next 3 moments that I offer you here. At 750, my second vendor bid, final at 50 Western Heights Drive. First call, twice at $750,000. Third, and seems like the final time as well. Well, like I said, folks, I don't want to be vendor bidding north of that. I'd rather us get straight on to doing a deal. Gaurav, do you have some further instructions from our vendors as to what I can tell the market? Thank you, Vishal. Very nice. 799 is the price that will be going out to the market as of directly now, and you can already feel it. The phone's starting to move with the boys as well. So there we go. 799. Get in touch with Gaurav or Vishal as well for 50 Western Heights Drive. An opportunity to go along to the opens and get a great property on World Sushi Day today. Let's see if your appetite for property continues with our next offering that we have in just a moment, folks. Well, as we move along nicely, and I can see they've already started pulling out their phones and dealing with that one, that's what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. You need to bid with intention to avoid that happening, and hopefully at $799, I feel like that home is too good to let pass with that one. We move on to another one, a goodie, where of course we love to be able to sell property in this game of real estate, but of course today absolutely with this one right here at 31 Karaka Street in Norton, Hamilton City, we offer you the absolute potential as well that you can purchase. Of course, sitting on the best type of freehold title that you can have, 499 square metres more or less, lot 1 deposit plan 490741, and contained on a certificate of title down on this contract 709544. GST, as always, inclusive of the purchase price. You would have had made arrangements. I've seen some of the conditions surrounding this settlement, but in this contract here, for me to be able to arrive, it is 45 days from the date of this agreement or such other date as mutually agreed upon as well by our vendors and our purchasers. Well, it's pretty self-explanatory, this one here, ladies and gentlemen. The opportunity to be able to get a great freehold title site in one of the suburbs, which is simply on the up. If you are of the flipper-esque and have the ability to be able to purchase and prove however you want, well, this is an opportunity for you, whether or not it's yourself personally purchasing the property, adding value to it however you see, and then being able to either rent it out if you want to be able to do it up as well and create something for you and your family, or more importantly, if you're sitting here with options before the market starts to really get flooded and we head into those summer months as well, if you have the opportunity to acquire the keys before that rush comes in, before anybody else is going to be flooding the market with bids and offers to Hitesh. Today, folks, I encourage you, today is your moment to be able to bid with intention and to be able to acquire the keys. As always, when it comes to our vendors in these situations, they are ready to move on. They are done and they are willing to proffer up an offer to somebody to take this from them and really take it to somewhere they want. The potential, you could say, is unlimited at 31 Karaka Street in Norton. You guys know what you want to do with it. I've seen the conditions, I've seen everybody send in what they want, phone bidding forms as well, I'm happy with those. So, let's pass it over to you then. Let me know where you'd like to start opening bid or offer here today, ladies and gentlemen. 31 Karaka Street in Norton, the opportunity is there, but who will acquire the chance to seize it? That's the question. Opening bid or offer, who'd like to get us started? I agree. Considering we are in the central city, it is amazingly peaceful and quiet, isn't it? What was that? At 340, thank you, Lisa. I got it there. Let's move it along nicely and 20 on top to 360. Then we can chip away here. At 340, we got the opener on the phone with Lisa. I look for something north of that at 340,000. A 20 on top would be the suggestion to 360. First call at 340, at 360, got it there. Can we go to 400, Lisa? Would that be an option? At 360, I have it here. Or 20 on top to 80. Can we go there maybe on the phone? 380, nice play. Sir, would you go to 400 for me? Show some intention. Come with me. And on the 4, he does. I got a 4 right here. 400,000 is the one through the back because I got it in the front with the yellow hoodie right here. At 400,000 we're moving in 20s, Lisa. Do we go to 420 or could you get a 425? First call at 400. Someone see me north of that. I know there's a couple more involved here. I'm happy to work with you, ladies and gentlemen. At 400,000, I searched for 20 on top. First call at 4. Twice, third and final time at 400. Got it there, Lisa, thank you, at 4 and 10. Now, sir, it looks like you're in a battle here with Lisa through on the... Had to try at 415. Moving down to the 5s at 415, so you're back in the lead. The most important place to be. Lisa, let's go another 10 on top to 4 and 25. Can you see me there at 415, sir? First call at 4:15 with you. Twice. I've got clear instructions here, folks. We need to keep on moving. I want to be honest with you, so let's see if we can keep the momentum, Lisa. At 4:15, and I know there's a few more wondering to see what happened. Of course, tune on online. Harcourts.co.nz. Conditional interest, ready to go. Don't let that happen at 4:15. I need a bit north of this. First call at 4:15. Twice. Third and final time at 4:15. Got it there, Lise, thank you. And at 20. Hear me out here, sir. He's like, nope, here's the bid. I like it, sir, at 25 and 4 the quarter then. 5 down on top of you, Lisa, if you want to transfer that through to your client or anybody else here tuned in or on the phone as well through the back. At 4:25 we sit. I'd be looking for a 430 on top. I'm happy to work away with you at 425. We've got 2 in the race here, folks, for the opportunity to get the keys, to be able to change however you feel, move in and enjoy, or of course, rent out and enjoy the returns on top of that. But at 4 the quarter or 425, first call, I search for another 5 on top. Twice, I don't want to take offense, Lisa, but that's the third time you've gone like this, then you bid again. So, you know, I'm kind of going to roll with you, but fair enough. Third and final time at 425. So I've got strict instructions of where we need to sell, so I'll help you out here with a little bit of an understanding. I'm going to go... Got it there, the single comes in and we have new interest through at the back, sir, go 30. Had to try at 27. At 427, we're moving in the singles here. We're battling it out at 427. Thoughts on that? Back in front in the yellow, so you're in the best position to be at 427 here. Moving in singles. Anybody else was wondering, at least you still hold on to that. If they can work with 427 front and centre. First call, moving in thousands. Does it go to 30? Twice at 427. Here on Karaka. Third, final time at 427. Rama, do we go to the 30? 28, back in the lead. Go 30, sir. 30 on the knot, appreciate it, should have asked for more. Damn. At 430 we are. And back in the race, sir, they're just talking tactics behind you, but of course you'll be my strongest bidder throughout as well. Let's see if we can keep it moving and see if we can get a shot of the keys at 430. Back with you. First call at 430. 3 in the race. 1 looks like it out. Gone. Phone has been hung up. We're down to 2, but I know there's a few more circling. At 430, twice. Third. Final time. At 430 and 31 comes in. Go 35, sir. Just behind you. It looks like they're going to be playing ones all day. I mean, we can stay here all afternoon, or should we really go for the keys? Should we give it a go? At 31 behind you, he's 32, and he said he wants to play. I like that. I appreciate that. Not afraid and not wavered by different tactics coming your way. At 432. First call, even though I held up 2 fingers. Twice at 432. And of course, this is why we love the auction market. A chance to real see. 33 comes in. I got the nod. 35. 35 on the nod. And strong. 2 on top. At 435 we are. This is the process. This is the opportunity. Real life buyers going toe to toe to give you the market value as owners right in front of you. Why would you want to do it any other way? At 35 you're in the lead, sir. We take it anywhere we can as we step further towards trying to acquire the keys, but I need some more oomph. I feel like there's something coming from the back, but of course they'll probably make me go all the way to the third. First call at 435. Twice. Third time. 36. 40, sir. 37. Rama, we might need a change of tactics here at the back, my friend. Not afraid to keep on rolling in the singles. At 37, he's back in the lead and another 1,000 on top. Could it be 40 from you at the back? First call at 437. 38. 40. Yes! 440. Love it. Good on you, sir. I'm right here with you. No, best intentions, absolutely. Of course, tactics coming into play and battling it out with our guy at the back as well. At 440,000, is it a single through the back? At 440 for the first time. Twice at 440. Third and final time at 440,000. Phone getting hung up. Appreciate the patience here, ladies and gentlemen, just seeking some final instructions through at the back, sir, but you are in the lead at 440, which is the best position to be able to be in. Hitesh, I'm a little reluctant to be jumping these guys as well. You comfortable with being able to deal with them on behalf of our owners if we get nothing further? Fair enough, sir. You won't be getting a vendor bid from me, okay? Take confidence in knowing that, but we're not at reserve price, so I can't sell at this level. But if you did want to be able to negotiate with my vendors at 440, you're in the box seat in the best position. If there's nothing further from the back, to be able to go with Murray outside and have the best shot at the keys, and I know there's conditional interest putting a smile on their face and in the room as well. Do you want to be able to give them the shot? Now's your opportunity to hold them off and have the best spot at the keys right here, post-auction, but you need to take me north of 440,000. First call, otherwise we open up to everybody. 41. You could have given it to me way earlier and I could have just saved all that spiel, you know what I mean? But I appreciate it. At 441, knockout blow to 45, sir. 42, a prompt retort, absolutely. We're off again. At 442. Once, twice. It's getting to the moment where it's almost had its time here at 442, third and final time. Raman, I need an answer here through the back. Can we go north of that at 442? Sean, is that a bid? Okay, you can't be waving around in the auction room, Sean. At 442, we in, we out, we finish. It's had its time. I'm going to pass the property in, sir. You're going to be dealing with Murray post-auction at 442. I generally wish you all the very best in your endeavours. Good luck in the post-auction negotiations. 2 down on the list as well. We head to 33 North Street in beautiful Ngātawa here in just a moment after this. Well, folks, we come to the last of our offerings that we have here this afternoon in our auction rooms, and it's 33 North Street in Ngātawa. And again, like all the properties, Bro Edgecombe has done the marketing on this property, but I appreciate you for your hard work and all the communication leading up to here on auction day, and likewise to our vendors that are tuned in as well. We appreciate them entrusting us with the business, of course, for a fantastic home that sits on a freehold title of 756 square metres, more or less. It's a Lot 8 deposit plan at 544168 and contained on a record of title here on this contract 295 folio 247. Settlement down here, of course, by mutually agreed by both parties, you have adjustments to that GST inclusive of the purchase price, and everybody who would have been knowing about this home, what it offers you today, would have seen exactly what I feel when I went along to the open home and saw Beau and caught up with it as well. It is a home that throughout is fantastic. You come through those open homes, of course the cul-de-sac part of the street means no through traffic in Ngaruawahia. It is a place where the locality is so close to Hamilton. The arterials through into the bigger cities as well are a fingertip away from you from this location. But man, when you walk through that front door, you go into that living, that view, tightly held in these parts, in a home of this quality, the specs throughout as well, modern, spacious, achieving that connectivity as well. And I'm not lying, am I, Beau? When I walked in there, I literally walked straight through, out the dining, didn't hear what Beau was saying to me, because that view is something and every reason to want to be able to come and enjoy if you can acquire the keys. My vendors, like others, but more importantly with this one especially, they are gone. They are out. They want to move on. It is top tier quality for a family if that's your intention. Entertainers delight, and what's special about this home, as you can see, is that it is entertainer, the top of the top when it comes to appliances throughout, and of course the opportunity to still have that fantastic family feel with that amazing view throughout the dining as well. And like I said, location through to Ngaruawahia is just easy these days, ladies and gentlemen. Ngaruawahia Golf Club, of course, moments just down the road, and I think if you stood on that lawn and looked out over the river, it'd probably be a decent 7-iron straight across to the other fields on the other side here, folks. It's lifestyle, it's opportunity, and like we have right here in the room right now, it's peace and quiet. That's what we offer you today, folks. But we're done with the peace and quiet, and we search for an opening bidder offer today for 33 North Street in Ngaruawahia. Your chance. And the intention should have an 8 in front of it, folks. The suggestion, surely, award-winning internally, and that's facts as well. In the top 3, folks, you got the chance to be able to get the keys. It would have an 8 and a couple of zeros after it would be my opening bidder offer suggestion. I'd love it to come from the floor or maybe on the phone, who we have here as well. This is where we give you on auction day the clear understanding as buyers as to where you need to get the keys. Vendor bid underway on their behalf, my owners, of 800,000, and we can move nicely. There's your signal, there's your marker. If you'd like to have anything north of that, now is your opportunity. There's 3 of them to let me know where you would like to be. It's a vendor bid at $800,000 at 33 North Street in Ngaruawahia for the first time. Twice at 800,000. Third and final time. I can feel them circling. And if I'm honest with you, Beau, I'm a little bit reluctant to keep on going here, but I'm intrigued. Do we have instruction to be able to tell the market where this sits at the moment? You heard it there, folks, through online as well, harcourts.co.nz. Those who are tuned in, conditional interest 879 is the number. That's the number that will be going up. That is fantastic buying at 879. So if you have buyers, the opens will be happening on the weekend as well. Make sure you reach out to Beau. It was an $800,000 opening vendor bid. The number that has been stated, nice and easy for you to know that you can have a chance at the keys. $879,000 for 33 North Street, Ngaruawahia. And folks, that brings us to a close of all the offerings that we have here on your auction day. Make sure you keep in touch with the team. Make sure you reach out to any of these properties, and of course keep an eye on the website as well for those to come. Happy Sushi Day, International Sushi Day, and as always we really appreciate your attendance and your involvement here this afternoon at our Harcourts auctions. Until next week, we look forward to seeing you and look forward to doing business with you as well. Have a fantastic afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.
I live my day as if